Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Phantombit here, and today we are picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. Last week was Lotus's birthday, and they wanted us to do something other than Shadows over Loathing. They wanted us to do Pokemon. We finished off Pokemon that week. So that means today we pick up where we left off 2 weeks ago, which means we're really approaching the end of this game and getting really close. I had this morning a couple of test stream bits where I think I'll be able to play with reasonable amount of jitteriness. I might be able to do both Tomb Raider and Bioshock. It won't be up to my desired standards, but it would at least put the content on my channel and give me a reason to play them without it being just a personal thing. I do want to catalog. That's one of the things I want to do with this channel, is I want to catalog having played these games and done these, played through these stories. That being said, let's not waste too much time. Let's hop over to Shadows over Loathing and see how the end approaches. So last we left off, we had made it our way to the last map. We actually got a map for the first time. The last district, basically the capital city. We have the Black House instead of the White House. We have a problem over at the DMV where I'm trying to have 8 Mysticality so that I can beat my rival Dark Noel in a duel. Mushroom Spear. Useless. Mysticality plus 4 hot. I'm doing Mysticality plus 8 physical, plus 3 bleed, plus 3 poison, plus on fire 1. So I'm pretty good on weaponry. And something I was doing is I was trying to get my corruption up, my shadow taint. Apparently, if I get to 3 Shadow Taint, which is 1 more than I have right now. No, I want to save off because I want to get enough Shadow Taint. I think it's 5? And I can absorb Dark Noel. Because I want that ending. I want her power to be mine. So we have a bunch of stuff to go around. The Municipal Amphitheater. This place, I believe, is just where we're allowed to sit here and farm experience if we want. But we don't need any experience. We've got... actually, what I could do is I could go to my books. I have a couple books that I can just read indefinitely. I wonder how much XP I have. I have 238. Let's do 2 more spooky armor. Permanently added on to us. We now have 7 spooky armor, 8 sleaze armor, 7 hot armor. We are now a tanky wizard. Let's go to federal prison. Another group of those shadow maniacs rounds the corner. You know what they're like. They're a lot like zombies in one of those movies where the zombies aren't actually undead. They're just people with a really angry, bitey disease. So they... Yes! Someone pointed it out! Too many modern zombie has become not a state of undeath, but an existence on the brink of death where you are controlled by a disease that spreads. I love you, game. So they can still run really fast. Sorry. I guess that comparison isn't germane to the setting. I don't know if zombies even exist as a concept in 1928. Yes, they do, because they exist in folklore. In many cultures. Not gonna look it up, though. Alright, Molly, do a trick. That dude just punched Molly for fire damage. Okay, I'm down to 4 AP as my standard. Set some people on fire. Cool. Okay, you are going to be doing 21... Yeah, you're going to try to take out Molly. You're on Ferdinand. You're dying. You're on Ferdinand. So I need to stop you. You're dying. On fire 8, so that would be 9, 14. No, 12. 9. Got that bleed. 3. Can I do this? Oh, usable once per fight. Oh, that's right. I have 3 AP left. Melt his mind that he's down. And then if I do 2 to you, the bleeding on fire will take care of you, so I then come with my pizza cutter. Everything clears away. Rat-a-tat-tat. Get a load of my cat. Government cheese. Rebellious medallion. You reject all structure and regulation, even the ones that make it possible for items like this to be mass-produced and sold in retail. Oh, yes. Anarchy! Capitalism. Communist socialism! On my iPhone. Mysticality and magic weapon. I think mine is better. I'm wearing something. What is my accessory right now? Ah, healing. Yeah, we'll keep that.
Sir Heifer.
Hi there, I'm Moppy.
Huh, weird coincidence that your parents named you that. And here you are now mopping.
It's a nickname. People call me that because I like to mop floors.
Oh, I assumed it was gonna be a comedic reversal. Should I have a nickname? I feel like a hip prison nickname like yours would help me fit in.
Well, I'm happy to suggest one if you want.
Sure, hit me.
How about Pudgy? Oh. You look tip-top to me.
I love it.
You got it. Welcome to the family, Tip-Top.
I will never regret this.
If you ever need information, Tip-Top, just ask me. I overhear all kinds of stuff while I'm mopping.
That's good to know, thanks. See you later, Moppy.
Name's Tip-Top.
Hi, I'm Tip-Top.
Can you teach me to do that?
Teach you how to lift a dumbbell?
Teach you how to lift a dumbbell?
Yeah.
Sure. For a cracker.
Just a plain cracker, no cheese.
Cheese? Oh, you're new.
Nuts. What gave it away?
Go talk to Tetley. He'll tell you about crackers. He's down in 1A.
Okay. Guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around.
See you, Tip-Top.
Okay. This guy looks a little gift certificates to the prison chiropractor. We use them as currency.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Tetley fans a handful of gift certificates and waves them at you. So you want to buy a cracker? Sure. Thanks for your patronage, Tip-Top. Interested in another cracker?
Is it true you show ropes to fish?
What? Where'd you hear that? Who's the dirty rattlebox that's been spreading filthy rumors about me?
Jim Crimsley.
Grimsley, eh? Well, if I get my hands on him, I'll pay someone else to get their hands on him. Interested in another cracker? Leave. Okay, so let's first experience.
Hi, I'm Tip-Top.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dexley. How can I help you?
Are you the prison physician?
Close, I'm the prison chiropractor.
What's the difference?
Well, a physician treats ailments through specific medication and treatments tailored to that ailment. A chiropractor fixes everything by pushing on your spine.
Yep. That's how it works. Now, don't get me wrong. There is some method to the madness of having your spine realigned and that relieving some stress, some pain. Because pain, most of your nerves run through your spine. It being contorted in some ways can be causing you pain and other ailments. But there are the few that will attest to it healing more than just what it actually does.
Can I get an adjustment?
Certainly. In exchange for one of my certificates.
Okay, here.
Great. Just lie down on the table here.
This is safe, right? I'm a little nervous about letting someone mess with the bones that contain the nerves that let my head communicate with the rest of my body.
Look, just because this science was developed by a man who didn't believe in vaccines or even germs, and claimed the techniques were given to him by a ghost during a seance, and also I don't have any kind of actual legal medical degree, that doesn't make me a quack, okay? I know what I'm doing. Plus, science and seance are basically the same word. Well, I do feel better.
Can I borrow a gift certificate from you?
Sorry, some hoodlum made off with the whole stack, and I haven't had any more printed yet.
So, well, what was, that was her? Effects, well adjusted, +1 muscle.
Hi, I'm Tip Top.
Nice to meet you. I'm Donna.
What are you doing there?
Levitating in orange.
Oh, telekinesis. I can do a little of that.
What I'm doing is a bit different. More general purpose.
Well, color me intrigued. Tell me more about your hovering orange.
Well, since it's so boring in here, I've been exercising my imagination, and it turns out if you get really good at imagining things, you can trick your brain into believing they're real. And if you get really good at that, you can make them actually real.
Wow, jeez. Wait, so why are you still in a jail cell?
Well, the bars suddenly disappearing is a little harder to imagine than a floating orange.
Ah, I see.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you teach me your imagination thing?
I imagine so. But this kind of power is potentially dangerous and therefore valuable.
Of course.
But you seem okay. I'll teach you in exchange for a cracker. Okay. So basically, this is near the end of the game. We can spend our meat, however much we still have left. I'll buy 3 for now. That should leave me with 600. Where can I see how much meat I have? Oh, right there. Yeah, 554. And basically what I can do is I can get extra power. You're a Harry Potter fan? Alan Rickman's voice. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. My voices are me just taking a character and taking the aspects of the character and coming up with a voice for them. I've been playing tabletop RPGs since I was 8 years old. I regularly run a game master for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'm telling stories. So my voice acting comes from that aspect. I don't really do imitations because I'm really bad at remembering people's names. So putting faces to voices, I'm not really how I work. I appreciate the compliment on the voice acting, though.
Great.
She puts you through a variety of imagination training exercises, mentally rotating cubes, and so on until you finally got the hang of it. You pick up the perk, Daydream Believer.
Wow, thanks. Now I just have to find an orange.
It works on other things too.
Apples?
Oh, whoa, don't aim too high there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I can't think of anything to ask you, so see you around.
This jail cell is filled with bones. They must have committed a bone crime. It's unclear how this guy could be cooking food in his cell, but that does seem to be what he's doing.
Oh, hi. I'm Tip Top.
Hi there, I'm Lumford.
Are you cooking?
Yeah, dude.
Want to sell me that spatula?
Not really, but I do need a box of coffin nails.
Cigarettes?
Yeah. To help mask the flavor of whatever this is I've been cooking. To some, I can't say personally that I think voice acting is difficult because I've never considered it that. I just throw on funny voices, changing where the voice is coming from in my throat or palate. That started when I was really young. Thank you for the follow. I participated in choir back when I was in grade school, and when I was really young, elementary school age, I didn't want the lower parts, which were automatically assigned to all of the boy students, because as you grow older, boys do have lower voices. I wanted the higher pitch parts because those were the ones that actually contained the words of the song we were singing, and not just doo up ba da da doo up ba da ba doo up and things like that. They contained actual singing parts. Well, actual lyric parts, I mean. So I maintained being able to sing at a higher pitch than I probably should have. Now, my body did do what bodies do, and did drop to where I can talk in a much deeper accent. I can go into real pretty deep voices. But I also maintain that higher frequency. Actually, the weird thing is I have a transitional space between the two that is really hard for me to hit. So, Where do you get cigarettes in here? You can't. You'd have to be able to leave and go to a real store. Ah, I see. Guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around, okay? This guy must be Wilmer. I would say that a lot of the hard difficulty of voice acting comes from equipment, and it being in an inner circle club where a small group of people can easily do most of the voice acting of the major voice acting things, whereas anyone can put on a voice. Anyone can do a voice different than their own. I mean, look at some of your favorite cartoons. I guarantee you, the voices coming from those characters are not voices you would expect out of the people that are making them. They're just funny voices. So you have that inner circle club that just get all of the work, and then you have the rest of us, which I think so. I get interested in topics like this, so I think one of the things I would say is one of the things that helped me begin doing voices, and I think the key thing to making it more of a voice and not just
Not just making it squeaky.
is trying to do accents. I think the accents are the more important part about changing the character that you are trying to portray. They are very important in making them sounds like they are different people talking to each other. You can have the same pitch, but having the different accent makes them very different in their case. And to do things like that, I come from tabletop RPGs, so I was looking to learn how to portray characters of different cultures to my players, without being able to show them pictures all the time. And the best way of doing that is I looked up on YouTube, there's guides to how to portray different accents. That was an attempt at German. I'm pretty decent at doing a French accent. And the key is you don't have to speak the language to learn the accent, because the accent is just knowing what important syllables are distinct in how they are pronounced. So, with French, there is a throatiness to it, a bit of longness, long on the L's. Parlez-vous français type of thing. You have this type of accent, and you bring it out by extending different phrases, and then knowing what words to avoid and what words not to avoid. Like, if someone has an accent that it has a hard time pronouncing L's, like a Asiatic accent, you're not going to hear them saying a lot of words that have a lot of L's in them. That's how you get the cartoonish ones, like hello, how are you? If you try to do like an Asiatic accent and you just put normal phraseology, avoid the words with L's so that you don't have one of characters in my Nomura series, it's an audiobook I'm working on, is basically it's Samurai Meet Cowboys. And what I do is he's supposed to be this samurai-esque character. So I put him into this set of voice, and so on. Sorry, I get distracted, I get focused, I get hyper-focused on those types. Niche details get me hyper-focused. This guy must be named Wilmer.
Hi there, I'm Tip Top.
Hello, how's it going, Tip Top? I'm Wilmer.
Guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around.
Later, Tip Top. Another thing another thing I've learned is, and if you look at any of the behind the scenes of animated shorts of people recording or filming or working on animated videos, is while you are doing the voice of a character, it helps to get into character. Hunching your body to almost mimic what you expect them to look like. Morphing your face. It will make the voice become a little bit more natural. Okay, we haven't gone to the mess hall. I'm guessing block 1 is Might, block 2 is Mysticality, block 3 is Moxie. This prisoner seems determined to eat more pepper than food. You go, girl. I love spicy stuff. Generally, it's not black pepper, but red pepper mixed with, I have hot sauces, cayenne pepper. What do I do besides voice acting? Well, I have a degree in computer science and mathematics. I play video games for story. I'm a self-published author. I have 2 books on Amazon. And I create worlds and stories and fantasies. I play tabletop RPGs. But right now I'm playing this. The series I'm most excited for going forward is my Minecraft, medieval Minecraft series, where we're playing modded Minecraft, the medieval Minecraft mod pack. I'm building a colony, building a kingdom in there, and yeah, I'm looking for work. So when I get a new job, my stream times might change depending on the times of that job. I've been, I do art. I make graphics. I've been told that I'm a Renaissance man. I have a decent skill set in pretty much anything. I'm very quick learner is the thing. It's unfortunate. To someone looking from it on the outside looking in, it's unfortunate because I'm very... What kind of graphics? Well, the Twitch bloop, the little PNG icon is mine. I also, I do character art. What happens is for my tabletop games, I will end up drawing each of the player characters in my own style.
Ooh, nice spice jar.
So yeah. As far as gamings go, we just finished Pokemon Violet, which has been a long-running series. I started more than a year ago now with Pokemon Fire Red, and I played through each of the games for the story. I try to do a little bit of everything, I've been blessed and cursed with the ability to learn and get to a certain point very quickly, faster than most in pretty much any skill set. The problem is once I get to my peak, it becomes much slower for me to learn or progress in said skill set, whereas other people who might learn a little bit slower to get to that peak can keep their momentum. And I've seen myself outshine people very early on into projects, and then soon they're outshining me, and it remains that for in perpetuity. So it comes from I have a attention span problem, not ADD. I get bored. And a lot of people blame boredom on ADD. I'm not ADD is the problem. So nice. It's important to love what you do. For me, I'm just looking for work right now. So anything that can help pay the bills. Ultimate goal would be to be able to make a living off of this and my Nomura stuff, writing, creating stories, playing, experiencing stories with others.
Ooh, nice spice jar.
I need this one so I can keep eating here without dying of boredom. I have a similar gadget I can sell you, though.
She shows you an elaborate mechanical pepper mill.
I made it in the prison machine shop, but I decided I prefer a traditional shaker. I'll give it to you for a cracker.
Ooh. Deal your moxie and hot damage to all enemies and heal your team for the same amount. That's not bad. That's not bad. But that would take the place of our fire charm, which honestly I'm not using. I love the AoE damage.
Thanks. I guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you later, Nora.
There's one of our, so we have one cracker left. Without even looking at you, the man slaps a dollop of slop onto a plate and hands it to you. I have prison slop! Psychogeology! This guy is having some kind of wild time.
Hi there, I'm Tip Top.
Hey, I'm Vinny.
I like your weird ball.
First time I've ever heard of it. Heard of that. Yeah, I had invented this because I haven't got a basketball hoop.
Ah, I see. Any chance I could buy that?
All right. I'll sell it to you for a cracker.
Yeah, this is really just like a money sink area. Can't go to the warden. He's playing with a knife. Ooh. This prisoner in this cell stares dead-eyed.
Hi, I'm Tip Top. How's it going? What are you in for? Are you okay, bud?
Keep trying.
So, how's the food here? You're getting along with the other prisoners? You're just off in your own little world, huh? I guess everyone has their own coping strategies. You know, I met a librarian I think you'd get along with. Guy named Ted. Real quiet. Got a single giant eyeball for a head.
It's coming for you. Not her.
Okay. Nice chatting. Bye.
So our mysticality is up to 7. Weren't we supposed to break... I thought I was supposed to help you break your girlfriend out of prison. Like, what happened to that? The IRS central office? Let's destroy it! Real IRS, that's a joke. I filed my taxes Sunday. We're all good. I'm getting a $51 refund.
More shadow ballerinas leap out of the darkness and twirl into an attack formation. And it just occurred to me that team ballet fights would be an incredible sport. I would watch that all the time. Do any of you know who I have to write to make that happen?
Extreme ballet fighting. Alright, cut them. No! Friend Spider! We have Friend Spider because we have the arachnophilia effect turned on from settings. Okay, so who's who? You are going to inspire allies. You are going to reduce my stats. You are going to do 18 cold. You die. You die. I mean, my weapon's just too strong, is the problem. It one-shots pretty much everything. Cook these ballerinas. They are gonna cease existing on their own. The fights aren't hard anymore. I mean, I will say this. The only times any of the fights were hard were the Gatormen that were one-shotting me. I got a Christian the Nutcracker, a horrible little Crimbo buddy. All right. Oh, this bit of rubble is sad. There, buddy. Eldritch Mist. Okay, there's been a story going on with these phones where there's people talking on the other end saying that I'm not the person they're looking for.
Hello?
What will you do on a rainy day? When your house is on fire, how will you get out? When you are in the train, who will save you?
In all cases, I would simply panic.
This isn't them. I understand. Do you want this telephone, or shall I burn it?
Give it to me.
Did I answer wrong?
Wait, the local branch of the IRS is looking pretty run down. You'd think they'd have plenty of funds for upkeep. Maybe that isn't how it works. It won't budge. It's probably just as well. You hate paying taxes. Yes. Okay, so there was nothing to do here. Yet. I'm going to the telephony facility. We're gonna figure out these the people behind these telephones.
You find yourself in front of a foreboding or forbidding building. The crumbling ruins of some old government office. Its bureaucrats now replaced with regular rats. Explore! You poke around through the sad old offices and hallways lamenting the fall of the reliable old structures we once depended on. Is this really the future? You sigh. A couple of minutes later, you find an old safe full of meat, and your mood improves dramatically due to the short-term windfall.
Woo!
An ordinary phone booth. That strange structure is only interesting thing in the area. Search excitement elsewhere? No. An ordinary phone booth. Ignore it? Done. Darn it. There's some sort of unusual structure here. Examine it. It's made of some strange kind of metal you've never seen before. It's opaque, but still somehow glowing from within. Like a math book that swallowed a candle. It's cool to the touch, but yet radiates a kind of warmth. It's radioactive. This doesn't feel like a typical public art project. Why build it in an otherwise abandoned area? to the ballet theater.
You encounter the stone foundation of a bakery that appears to have suffered some kind of massive explosion.
Psychogeology.
The foundation keeps it strong, knows it is strong, but it regrets not being strong enough to save the rest of the bakery from the massive explosion. Next time, it will try harder.
Yay! No, I'm not closing in it. Reach inside. Shadow mead. Wait. Shadow mead. Yeah. Didn't even increase our shadow taint. Come on, what do I gotta do to increase my shadow taint? No, it's a potion. The rock is happy once. Was happy once. It provided the power for this place. The lights, the curtains, the spewing machine, the sewing machines they used to repair the tutus when they got all torn up. Once it helped bring people joy and culture. Now there is only ruin and sadness and violence and cold. Such cold. Man, this rock is a bummer. Hello?
Does it bother you
What?
having to make all these telephone calls?
Oh, listen, it's them. They look sad.
Oh, they're not bothering anybody.
Let's burn them and see what they do. No, I'm on fire.
It didn't do anything to me.
Want to hop on stage and join in the terrible show?
He cleansed my flame!
I saw double dip. What? What? Hold on. What? Huh? They were weak to hot, apparently.
With a sinister hissing and the shadows of a nearby alley coalesce in the forms of shadow policemen. Looks like you'd better get ready for a fight.
Don't sweat it, Chica. I got this one.
Molly mows down the cop silhouettes with a burst from her Tommy gun, and they burst into wisps of black smoke.
that quickly disperse. So, never mind. Another one. PDQ, pretty darn quickly. You can't get inside someone swipe the steps. An ordinary phone booth, ignore it. There's some kind of unusual structure here. Examine it. It's another nearly identical sculpture. You're not really sure what it is or what purpose it serves. It's made out of the same weird metal. Very strange. The strange structure is only interesting in the area. Darn it! Vista Hill. Yet another one. Yet another copy of the strange metal thing. One was weird enough, but 3 of them is an outright mystery.
You are just straight up being attacked by a giant hovering wad of cancer. Considering that there's still gonna be cigarette ads on the radio for another 43 years, and they won't even start banning smoking on airplanes for 60, you'd think such a direct assault would be unnecessary. Guess it got impatient.
Shadow cancer!
Oh.
Spice. Okay. So I have 1 more AP. Cannot take more than 5. Oh no, the physical damage is a problem for me. Boost all shadow creature stats by 3. Boost all shadow creature stats by 3. Is going to try to kill me. So I need to end you because you're going to do damage. That's by 3. Entire team poisoned for 11. So yeah, I need to end this one and this one. This one doesn't have physical damage resistance. Bang. Bop. Bada bop boom. Pow. Finish him off with that Tommy gun, Molly Buttons.
You won! Who says there's no cure for cancer?
Bullets. In this game, the cure for cancer is bullets. I mean, other than Black House, I don't want to do the DMV yet because I want to absorb Dark Noel, and I think I need 3. How much taint you need to... Shadows over Loathing. You get taint by eating shadow foods and potions from smaller rifts. And as you gain taint, you encounter more random encounters, which give shadow consumables. You can also pass most shadow encounters peaceably, but hobos will refuse to talk to you at some point. You've gotten 5 taint during your current playthrough. I think 3 is the amount you need to absorb Dark Noel. I think it might be for a separate playthrough if I play this again. Modern Army Soda? You are out of questions. Will you make a guess now?
I don't have any more questions or guesses. Hello?
It is me. I am your dream date.
What?
I have been your dream date the whole time.
If I hang up, will you find me?
Yes, I know where you are.
Congratulations, I think. Silence, the line is dead. Maybe that's for the best. I gained the perk, you've heard too much. That... This rock doesn't belong anywhere! I want to go through this. Make sure I don't have anything... Yeah, I have the Shadow Loop correct. I need to use this. Yeah, I need to use these. I'll use them in my next encounter, whatever that ends up being. See if those give me more taint. It'll probably just as well. You have 0 interest in joining the military. So let's wander and get into a fight. Another squad, gang, murder, or of ballerinas, pirouettes towards you. Looks like it's time for another grand battement. Oh, where battement is a ballet term meaning beating. Okay.
Sparkly Tutu?
Another group of those poor shadow-crazed people. One of them seems to be trying to eat its own face without taking it off first. and the others are providing supportive noise. It's sad stuff, but the concept of therapy has barely just been invented, let alone refined in any way. So there isn't much you can do for them, other than try to desperately not to get murdered by them, which, let's be honest here, is really more of your own benefit. Spooky. Trixie the Maniac doll! I'm sorry, Wiggles. You are being replaced. Yeah, let's just... We're not gonna... I don't know how I'm supposed to get more of this. So let's just go beat this. I just need one mysticality is the problem. You... Your magical barrier protects you just long enough to outlast the storm, and you cast the ragged tatters of it away as you stand and prepare your next attack. You'll never defeat me without your allies and familiars.
Maybe you've got a point, provolone wolf.
A howl pierces the air as the pure white wolf dashes out from behind you and charges Noelle, its fangs bared. Tentacle! Glimmering silver vines erupt from her hands, entangling and shredding the wolf. Tentacle?
Tentacle.
It's clearly portamatul of tinsel and tentacle. Come on, you did Mazumbrella, for crying out loud.
Mazumbrella makes perfect sense. Tentacle seems, I don't know, kind of dubious.
Your face seems kind of dubious. Six geese a slaying.
A whirlwind of white feathers. Okay, so I need to get up to 10. What's my current food and potion? +1. So potion maybe gives me 1. Do I have... I want to put this one back on later, but right now we're just trying to beat her. And come down here. Use a little bit of Radium Rouge. Both kinds of glowing. Alright, let's try this again. Bewit. Yeah, I would need 5 corruption. Rogue Fortress! A tower of blue, veined white marble surrounds you, protecting you from the honking, slashing assault. When the noise subsides, you dispel the tower and step forward. Dark Noah watches carefully, preparing for your next move as you twist your fingers around in a complicated gesture. Asiago! Asiago! To hell! You take off, sprinting toward Noelle, who's expecting a spell that does not exist. In the second it takes her to realize your bluff, you've covered half the distance to her. Furious, she whips her arms into the air. Black lightning coruscates around her hand as she screams, Feliz! Power through. Navi! You keep sprinting. Noelle's eyes are dead black. Her hair is whipping around her like snakes. The black lightning in her hands has coalesced into shape of a grinning skull. Navi!
String cheese theory!
You whip a thick, fibrous strand of string cheese at her. At her wrists, tying them together and interrupting her spell.
What?
And then you punch her in the face. Ow! By Doge, you jerk! That's a foul! That's a foul! Finish her! Your fists slam into her repeatedly, too fast to be followed by human eyes. Gouda, 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 gouda. You're naughty. I'm nice.
Go ahead. Finish me off. Make it a red crimbo.
I think I've proved my point already. I'll let you out of here alive if you promise to leave the country and never return.
Huh? Maybe you are the nice one. All right, I'll leave. If that's what you want. Or you can open your present.
My present?
Really, it's my present. My second form. But I didn't get the chance to show it to you. It's really cool. But if you want to see it, you'll have to fight it in regular combat. No takesy backsies.
Let's do this!
Her final form.
Ah, yes. It's an Otyugh. Okay. I don't need all of that mysticality anymore. I don't need to be wearing things specifically for it, is what I mean. Oh, I could have put that on and not had drunk the potion. Oh no, that wouldn't have done anything because this is giving +1 mysticality. I need the max HP. And current Potion. I mean, we'll try this again. What's that giving us this time? Not worth. I'll be right back. Okay. Pants we put back to here. Potion. I think we go with the extra AP. It's muscle we don't need, but the extra AP, I think, means that we'll have a better chance. As long as we survive to the first... As long as we... Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 94 health. Oh my goodness. But we'll be able to do a significant amount. Okay, let's put the on fire. Let's hope that she gets on fire. A little bit. Darn it. So much of that went on that spider. It's immune to fire. Dealing to my entire party 11. That's not bad. Heal everyone up. Takes out that spider. I should have done that first. Then all of this would have been on her. Okay, I used the other 3 on this. Big damage, big damage. Now she dies on her turn. Even before her turn. Go, friend spider! You won! Wow. Maybe it'll be a holly jolly crimbo after all. I lost the perk, Dark Noel's Sigil. Ho, ho, ho. Dark Noel's Sigil was cutting my stats by 1. Everything has gone up by 1. Noel's Peppermint Striped Desk. Key to the Black House. This is less a desk and more of a gift wrapping station. You don't find any information about Uncle Murray, but underneath the paper, scraps and ribbons and blank name tags, you do find an important looking key. Can I not open these? Assuming this is a two-way horrible shadow. Ma does go back to the DM. Yes.
Oh god, oh geez. It's another one of those hovering tumor clusters. I mean, looking at it is bad enough, but fighting it? You might have to hit it with a melee attack. Even if you win, it'll probably pop and just juice everywhere. Some might get in your mouth.
She pulls that dagger and dies. It's amazing.
The physical damage isn't gonna do anything for me. Okay, so you are going to do 36 damage on my doll. $21 damage and 11 poison. 21 damage and 11 poison. You're bleeding 6. You're bleeding 3 and fire 4. 7. You die next turn. You die, you die. You're just boosting. Cook this guy twice. We'll kill it. Unless... Ooh, cook this one. That will kill it on its turn. And we just let them clear themselves out. Easy. You slide the key into the lock and turn both key and lock suddenly disintegrate, leaving the gate unsecure.
You're late!
What? So bit of Huffer?
Uncle Murray? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to him first. I mean, the door's closed, so... Apparently... President Crazy Hair was expecting me.
Uncle Murray, are you okay? Surprisingly fine, kiddo. Not sure why they didn't just murder me, but I'm glad they didn't. Me too. We've got to stop President from doing whatever her crazy plan is. Darn right we do. But, wait a minute. What's that? What's what? You've got something behind your ear. Ah, jeez. Oh, Uncle Murray. Don't ever change.
What's she planning? What's she planning?
What is she planning? I wish I knew, but she built some crazy machine, but I don't know exactly what what's it for. With the amount of shadow energy she's collecting to power it, it can't be anything good. Who is that president woman? I don't know much about her. Just her name's Margaret something.
Thatcher?
11 years ago, her barn exploded. That's when all this, the artifacts came, where all the artifacts came from, I think. It was stuff that was in the barn at the time. That must have been one heck of an explosion. No kidding. 5 years later, she's city comptroller, and now I guess she's shadow president, whatever that is. What happened to you? Well, Jessica told you how I've been haunting a series of cursed artifacts, right? That's how I found you. We've been using the Detectotron to find more of them to try to follow your trail. So Charles got that thing working finally. That sure would have saved me some trouble. Anyway, a fella sold me a pen that could only write obscenities. Turned out, with a little coaxing, you could also get it to write its real owner's current address, which was here. I wrote that letter to you before coming to stake out the place. They caught me while I was snooping around. How do we stop her? Well, she sets up the three big weird pylon obelisks or something. I think their function is to pull shadow energy directly out of wherever it comes from and pump it into her machine here in the Black House. So, we should destroy them? Yep. Ideally before her machine does whatever it meant for. Destroy 3 things. Good. It's nice to have specific, straightforward goal for once. I'm pretty sure I've seen all 3 of them before. Not far from here, yes. Somewhere in Government Valley past that, I'm not sure. I guess that was all of my questions. Well, all that immediately relevant ones. Then we better get moving.
Are you gonna be coming with me? Do I get more allies? One was at the telephony facility. More coppers. Oh, now it's active. The diabolical machine goes about its sinister business. Approach.
So, this is the pylon thing you mentioned, Murray?
I never saw a diagram of what have you, but looking at it, I think it's pretty safe assumption, and I just have to
destroy it.
And the other 2, but yes, destroying them should cut off the majority of the power of the president's machine, presumably unseal the Black House. Easier said than done, though. The thing's made of pure unbrutanium alloy.
Pure what?
Shadow metal.
The strange metal pillar thrums, fulfilling its terrible, terrible purpose. If you're totally out of ideas, here's a really terrible one on the house. You could try just punching it with your fist until it stops working. There are so much in there, so rich, so powerful. You want it? It's yours already.
I want it!
Are you sure? It might work, but your hands won't anymore. You give the pillar a few extra exploratory punches. It hurts like heck, but against all odds, it does seem to have done some damage to the pillar as well. I'm gonna have to play through this again so that I can go for the shadow ending. Get fully tainted and drink of the shadow. I should be able to simply wash. Don't I have a handful of water? Yeah. No! I need a sink. Okay, Murray is not a combat ally.
Stab.
The ballet dancers are really weak to hot. Yeah, this is -1 to all stats, essentially. And now we're going to this one. No, it's the IRS. Oh, no, it's this one. This one's gonna take out our Moxie. As you approach a bombed-out street corner, you stumble across a cast iron statue, 20-foot likeness of your nemesis, Dark Noel. You rush into the foyer of the Black House. Murray leads you up a corridor and down a flight of stairs to a huge basement laboratory. The room is dominated by a massive, writhing tear in space, seemingly confined to an unobtainium frame. The president is typing furiously at a computer console nearby, but she turns around momentarily when you enter. She glares at you, practically hissing.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted that idiot Noel to deal with you. I noticed the shadow flow has dropped back to ambient levels. I assume that was your doing.
Yep, I busted your weird pillars. And now I'm busting you.
Oh? Oh no! I'd be really upset if you weren't too late!
Oh, nuts.
Yes, nuts to you. The portal is open, and after I have these last few calibrations, the Emperor of all Shadows will be summoned to this plane to kneel before me. I will rule this universe not as President of Shadows, but the Empress.
Wow, that's a much bigger goal than I was expecting.
Yeah, well, go big or go home, right? Anyway, don't try to stop me. Without my attention at this console to keep the reaction steady, this thing could implode and turn the whole tri-state area into a smoking crater.
Okay, geez. Mind if I have a look around?
Sure, whatever. Just don't pester me unless you want everyone who have ever heard of you, to die.
What's that?
An unbritanium bomb. I cobbled it together from parts I found lying around while you were distracting the president.
Good job. Ooh, no problem. Yeah, that was intentional. But, what's your plan exactly? From what she said, it sounded pretty bad to mess with this stuff.
She's trying to summon something right. I figure by applying enough pressure at just the right time, we can reverse the flow and make it an out portal instead of an in portal.
Ah, I get it. So it'll suck her into space, and no more problem.
Well, not exactly. Or rather, yes, but that's not the end of it. We also have to take care of whatever is waiting on the other side of the portal.
Ooh. You're saying I have to go through and fight it, aren't you?
I don't know if it'll be a literal fight or what, but yeah. That's the long and short of it, kiddo. This is the end game, and there's no coming back from this. Are you ready?
Well,
Actually, let me be more explicit. This is literally the end game. Once I set off this bomb, you go through that portal, you can't come back, and the game ends one way or another. But nothing gets saved after you go, so you can reload back to here and keep playing afterwards.
I don't really understand what you mean by that.
That's okay, kiddo. It wasn't really you I was talking to.
Glownut! +1 mysticality and +1 AP generation. What's my current food? AP generation for the win! It's way better than what I had. Eat. Nom 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 nom. Bye bye, Shadow Salad. Yes. Anarchist hardware? Vigor inhaler. Let's make more of these. I don't know how many we're going to need. Handmade pep pills, just in case. I mean, I have the ability to use multiple items around. I just never do. Potion. We don't have...
I got rid of my miscellaneous chemicals by drinking them.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay. It was good seeing you again, kiddo. I think I got this bomb wired so I can toss it and set it off from here by overloading this other who's it. Which hopefully won't end up getting me killed. But whatever happens, you gotta jump through right away. I don't know how much time you'll have. Jeez, okay, be careful. You too, kiddo. Ready? Yeah.
No!
Here goes. Resolution. You and Molly and the president and her machines and the sizable chunk of the floor appear in the middle of a pale void, lit by just arrived light of stars that burned out uncountable aeons ago.
Ah, no! What did you do?
Threw a little monkey wrench into your plans.
Don't try to act cool about this. You don't have the slightest idea of what kind of power you're messing with.
Oh yeah, like what?
Welcome, playthings! You look over to the right, where you see a hovering swarm of giant moths and mouths and eyes. You get the feeling that this is your brain's best attempt to render what you're actually seeing in a way that won't simply annihilate your mind.
In particular, that.
Oh,
Was this whole deal just a giant monkey's paw? Like, did I achieve ultimate power but also get cursed to be constantly surrounded by morons?
hey.
The portal frame still looks intact. Maybe I can reopen it and fix it.
Oh, you can get us back.
I can get me back, and then continue with my plan to summon the Emperor to our universe. Under controllable conditions as intended, yes.
What if I don't want you to do that?
Do I look like someone who gives a hot crud that what you want? Go away! Go die in the void!
She's somebody's cranky.
Hello! Be not afraid.
Hi. Welcome to my realm. What are you? I am the shadow is the shadow of. I am what the shadow is the shadow of. Nice job if you can get it. It's a living.
Reason with it. My words have no power. Smooth. Ridiculous. Intimidating. Listen, Buster, you'd better... Oh, you tried. Beg.
Pretty please!
No.
Nuts. This technology is incomprehensible to you. You inspect the portal frame, but can't think of anything to do with it that would help. Which implies that you missed some optimal stuff, but that's what replays are for.
Darn it!
Bearing your access to the control console.
Hi.
I need to do a shadow playthrough. I want to absorb her. Absorb them all.
She grinds her teeth and ignores you.
Any chance I could get you to give up on your plan to enslave humanity and the universe in general?
Johnson Christ! If I had brought a gun with me, you would be so dead right now.
Look, can't we talk?
No, we can't.
But
I will strangle you with my bare hands first.
never mind.
Ah ha 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 ha! Fight me? Very well. I will give you one chance. All or nothing.
As you draw your weapons, you hear somebody behind you.
Hi, hello! Gabby is here. Give the fight.
You're not sure how they made it here, but you'll take it all the help you can get. It's time. All right. The determining factor. Do we have anything that's going before me? We lose. It's randomly determined anything that chooses to go before me that is attacking Sherbiro Huffer ends the game. Well, this is our playthrough. The TV finally turns on. Well, that certainly could have gone better. That tombstone is symbolic, by the way. Your ruined body just drifts through nothingness forever. Glory unto me. Rejoice. Ha ha ha. Join me. Become me. Become me. I am here. Rejoice. Become me. Embrace me. Embrace me. Glory unto me. Behold. Rejoice. Yes. The end. Okay. I mean, that game, this game was a lot of fun, and I mean, to be fair, the Cthulhian mythos is one of existential dread and knowing that there is no chance of victory. It's fighting against the inevitable doom. You cannot win, you can only prolong your survival. So, I mean, that ending fits. It feels so bad that I had zero chance. The first attack after Molly Buttons was, you're dead. I think I'm going to do a personal playthrough at some point where I play through it as a Moxie character, gunslinging, greased back hair, that snake oil smile, and I try to get as corrupted as possible. I didn't get the hobos. I didn't get all of the hobos because I started not getting hobo code, which means I probably needed to just wander in areas far more than I did. There's endings I missed out on, stories I missed out on, like the Romeo and Juliet one where they were going to go work at the dock. I didn't get either fishing pole from the parents because I didn't find their kids. I don't know where I was supposed to look for those. Valve assistant, trailer construction, public, okay. 2 violins, a cello, banjo. Whistling credit. Whistling recording. Traffic fatalities? Mr. Lieutenant Time Bonkers is still great. Okay. Vocal? I'm the vocal. There was no voice acting in this game except for me. I was the voice actor. Where's me? Beta testers. Development pets. Bats the dog, Cookie the dog, Loki the cat, Monocle the cat, Moxie the dog, Oscar the cat, Penny the dog, Roxy the cat, Stinko the cat, Whiskey the cat. Thanks so much for playing our game. We know it took significant time and effort to get here, and we appreciate your attention and endeavors. You rock. If you enjoyed Shadows Over Loathing, you might also enjoy West of Loathing, available on Steam or the Nintendo Switch, or our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. There it is! That's Shadows Over Loathing. I want to do West of Loathing on my channel too, so we'll probably start doing that next Wednesday instead of taking this day away from the Overloathing. I also want to do Kingdom Overloathing. I want to see where they started, where they came from, because Kingdom Overloathing was before West Overloathing, and they have progressively been going through the timeline. They started in Kingdom Overloathing, which is this medieval fantasy one, and then they went to West of Loathing, so it's a western, and now they've done Shadow Overloathing, which is this 1960s Cthulhian type thing. I wonder if the next one they do is going to be either post-apocalyptic or a post-epoch, or sci-fi future. One of those, and sci-fi future being adding in things like cyberpunk or something like that. Either of those, I think, are they might go in that direction for whatever their next game might be. That being said, that's where we're going to end today's stream episode video. We're going to end it there. No, we're not, actually. Instead of that, like I said, I want to go ahead and put a playthrough of West of Loathing on my channel. So we're just going to load up West of Loathing. This is where we will begin next week. Thank you all for stopping by, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or even night. Catch you all later. Bye.